So now I'm going to show you a second practice question. The equation will be y equals to 1/4 x squared minus 2x plus 1. Now I know just by looking at this equation you might be a little scared, so don't be alarmed just because you got fractions in it. You basically do the same thing as you did previously. You establish your values, your a value, your b value, and your c value. Your a value is going to be 1/4 or a quarter. Your b value is -2, and your c value is 1. Go. So now that you've established your values, you can go ahead and write your equation. So y equals to 1/4 x squared. We're going to stop there because I have a little something to explain. So with this, to get your new b value, you actually have to take the quarter in mind. You have to keep that in mind. So what you do is you take your old b value, which is -2, and you divide it by 1/4. So just take your calculator, plug in -2 divided by bracket 1 divided by 4. That's your quarter. And there you go, -8 squared. X, I mean. So your new b value is -8x. And then you leave some space for your magic number, and you bring your c value over here, plus 1. Once again, we're just going to erase this. So to get your magic number, you know the formula, b divided by 2 squared, right? So we say -8 divided by 2 squared is equal to -4 squared, and that would equal to 16. And your new magic number is positive 16. Now remember, from the previous equation, we didn't just subtract 16 to balance out the equation. We actually had to multiply your a value by your magic number. So take your calculator once again. So you say bracket 1 divided by 4 multiplied by your magic number, which is positive 16. And your answer should be 4. But since it's all positive, we have to make it negative in order to balance out the equation. So subtract 4. Now you're ready to write your equation, which is in standard form, in the vertex form. Y is equal to 1/4 x, use your middle term over here in your magic equation, -4 squared. And you basically say 1 minus 4 is equal to -3. And your vertex would be, remember it's negative, so we flip it and it becomes positive, 4 and -3. There you have it. So now we're going to move on to problem solving. So I have a problem written out for you, but I'm actually going to read it. A frisbee is passed to another teammate in a game of ultimate frisbee. I'm sure you guys all know ultimate frisbee. The frisbee follows the path h at d is equal to -0.2d squared plus 0.4d plus 1. Now this looks a little scary because it's decimals, but it's okay. Where h at d is the height in meters and d is the horizontal distance in meters that the frisbee traveled from the thrower. What is the maximum height of the frisbee? Now remember, to find the maximum height, you have to have the vertex. And this equation is in standard form, so once again we have to complete this square to find the vertex in order to get the maximum height. Okay, so now I just rewrote out the equation that I read to you guys in the problem. It looks very difficult, but it's okay. All we have to do is establish our values. So your a value is -0.02, your b value is 0.4, and your c value is 1. We're doing exactly the same thing as the other practice questions. So what you do is h at d is equal to -0.02 d squared. We're using d instead of x. It doesn't really matter. You can use whatever letter you want. And once again, we have to take into account that your a value is not 1. So what you do is 0.4 divided by -0.02 in order to get your new b value. So we're just going to plug that in our calculator. So 0.4 divided by -0.02, and we get 20. So our new b value is -20 So, and then we have to leave space for our magic number. And then, okay, so we use our magic equation, b divided by 2 squared, as we all know that already. Hopefully you guys kept that in mind. So your new b value is negative 20. So you say negative 20 divided by 2 squared is equal to negative 10 squared. And negative 10 squared is equal to 100. So there you have it. Your new b value, your new magic number is positive 100. So it's gonna erase that bit. And you bring your c value up here, so it's plus 1. And what you do is you take your a value and you multiply it by your magic number, which is 100. Take your calculator and plug it in. Negative 0.02, and you multiply it by 100 times 100. And look at that, you get negative 2. So you just plug that in over here. But since it's a negative 2, you have to make it positive so that the equation is balanced. Plus 2. Okay. So now you're ready to put your standard equation into vertex form. You say h at d is equal to negative 0.02 d, and you use this value, negative 10 squared. And all you do is take 1, add it with 2, and you get plus 3. And then what you do is write your vertex, which is negative 10, but you have to flip that, remember? So it's 10 and 3. Now the question says, what is the maximum height of the frisbee? So the good thing about vertex form, it tells you the maximum height and the minimum height. Minimum value, I mean your maximum, and this value of your vertex will tell you the maximum value. And in order to answer the question, we have to make a concluding sentence, statement if you like. So this represents therefore. And to answer the question, we say therefore the maximum height of the frisbee is 3 meters. Just gonna turn that board around, just absorb this a while. And I'm actually going to illustrate you guys a little drawing. Just gonna erase that. So if you want to picture this in your mind, imagine that this is your friend and you guys are playing ultimate frisbee and you're over here. And your friend, he throws the frisbee at you. And frisbees, it takes a path something like this and actually looks like a parabola. So what the question was asking was, what is the maximum height? What height is it? What is the maximum height that the frisbee reaches? And that's how you calculated it all. We go back here, and the maximum height of the frisbee will be 3 meters. So at this point, the frisbee was 3 meters high. That's a little illustration. Okay, so right now I just wrote out some equations for you guys. You might want to write these down on a piece of paper so you can practice them at home, and this will definitely improve your skills in math on how to complete the square. And some last points to remember are that you complete the square because you want to take your standard equation and put it in the vertex form, which will give you your vertex, and that will give you your maximum and minimum value. It's just much easier, makes your life a lot easier actually. So just copy those down, and finally, good luck.